It's Mollena's Black History Minute, which is longer than a minute, 'cause I'm reclaiming my time. Yeah. Hey, welcome to Black History Minute number 10. And I'd like to thank and shout out Black History flashcards from urbanintellectuals.com. And today's Black History Minute is yet another one that pisses me the hell off. Very seriously. I'd like to introduce Ms. Claudette Colvin, who some of you may not know, probably because she was actually suppressed actively by even fellow African Americans for her stance. Let's take a look, shall we? She was born September 5th, 1939, and is still alive. She's in her early 80s. More power to her. May she live forever. Ms. Colvin is a pioneer of the civil rights movement. 9 months before Rosa Parks, on March 2nd, 1955, at 15 years old and pregnant, she refused to move from her seat on a Montgomery-bound segregated bus. She was dragged off the bus, handcuffed, and taken to adult jail. Colvin is not a much celebrated figure in the African American civil rights movement. Many believe this is because she was perceived to being darker toned and pregnant. Well, perceived to be. She was darker, and she was pregnant. And that is 100% having to do with the respectability politics at the time and still fucking today, okay? But let us give some props, because Rosa Parks' effort was certainly concerted and certainly deliberate and certainly part of a larger effort. Whereas this young lady, who was mentored by Rosa Parks, she was also a member of the NAACP at the time, managed to, on her own, with no support from anyone else, tell them to go fuck. She didn't say go fuck yourselves, but she just refused to get up. And of course, the police were called. She was arrested. The cops were threatening to her, put her in the back with another cop in the back, which led to her being charged with assaulting a police officer, which of course did not happen. Let's see. Colvin had a child born out of wedlock at the age of 16. On February 1st, 1956, Claudette Colvin served as a star witness alongside the 4 plaintiffs of the Browder versus Gale case. This landmark federal case, chaired by a 3-judge panel, ended a history of segregation on public transportation in Alabama and other states in America. But the reality was, at the time, basically she was told, you know, we can't really make you the face of the movement. We got Rosa here, people like her. She's all light-skinned and pretty and not pregnant, and not a pregnant, dark-skinned teenager. Take that for what it is. As it turned out, the other charges against her, disturbing the peace and whatever the hell the other charge was dropped, but the completely erroneous and bullshit charge of her assaulting a cop was not charged. So that stuck with her. But the reality is, this is the fierce bitch who was at the front lines. I mean, for real. She had aspirations towards civil rights work, politics, did all that shit. She's amazing. Look her up. More props again to Black History flashcards. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time.